So Drake, let's start with the chip in on here, number 9, your final hole. Walk us through the hole. What did you hit to get in that position?
So I had a good drive down the middle. I had about 243 into the wind. So it's my 2-iron. If I hit it like the best I can, it goes like 250. So I knew I had to hit it good. I caught it a little thin. It was in the front of the green, and I made a double on the last hole. It was super unlucky, and I'm like, I kind of need this. So I just focused up and hit my line perfectly. Had enough pace to where it held up and it went in. So
what did you want to do?
So happy about it.
Yeah, what did you want to do with the chip? I mean, it looked like you kept it looking low.
Oh
on the
yeah,
line.
yeah. Normally when I have a lot of green to work with, I just put my 50. I chip with my 58 everywhere basically, and I just put it in the back of my stance, played it low. It was a pretty flat green from where I was, so I just knew it was just a little bit outside of the hole, and just it had a little bit of right spin on it, so that helped it definitely. So I guess I gotta say it's pretty lucky, but at the same time it was dialed in, so it was good.
What was unlucky about the double?
So this whole tournament I've been playing like a little pull cut with my driver. It's been pretty good for the most part. That hole, those little like branches off the tee box kind of come into play. So I just barely nicked a few leaves, and it held it back. And the guy said it just missed covering the trees closer to the green, and it got thrown backwards. And my ball was literally behind a stump, and I couldn't hit it righty. I would have had to take it unplayable. So I tried to hit it lefty, and my angle was pretty bad. So I tried to take a lefty shot. I actually like hit it off of the stump, and it nearly just smoked me in the legs. So it was pretty lucky. It kind of like got out. I hit a good punch shot, and then I just barely left it short of that ridge right there. That's one thing I kind of struggled with today. I think I had three chips that I made. I made that double, and then I made 2 other bogeys because I had to chip over a ridge, and I never got it over the ridge. So the pins today were definitely like really tough. I think that's what made it the hardest today.
Sure.
But otherwise, I can't complain. I finished strong. So, like I said earlier, it's just like making 2 pars in a row on the finish.
Yeah.
And it was good enough to have those 3 birdies in a row. So, to get my score up there. So, I'm happy with it.
It must have been a shock to the system, though, that double after 3 birdies in a row. How did you make the 3 birdies in a row? And you had to feel then you were rolling.
Oh, yeah. They just happened naturally, honestly. I hit a great shot on the par 3, had a dead straight putt, lucky enough. So, I just hit a good putt straight in the heart. And then got to the drivable par 4, hit the green. That was the main goal. Nice little 2-putt, had great speed.
From how far?
I was on the left side of the green, so it was probably a good 40 feet. Had to putt up that ridge too, so it was a great putt, honestly. And then I go to hole 7, had a really nice drive. I think I only had 109 yards in. So I hit nice easy 54. Didn't spin back a lot, so I was on that back tier a little bit, like back slope. And I think I had like 12 feet coming down the hill and buried that one. So I was just rolling. I just wanted to finish bird. Sure. But that tee shot is just unlucky. Yeah. If those branches weren't there, like that tee shot was so good. Like I could just feel it was really good. I just took it too far left. But yeah, overall happy with it. I can't complain about it. So.
And now you get somewhat in position for tomorrow, 36 holes. You probably have to be maybe a little bit more aggressive than others to try to get that gap closed.
There's obviously a lot of golf left, but at the end of the day, this course it's pretty rare for a state open to have like a really gettable course. In my opinion, it's really gettable for the guys that are dialed in. Like if you look at the top 20, like all these guys can fire a 65 on a good day. So it's just like you just got to make sure you are executing well. That's the most important part. So I feel like I've executed well for the most part. Yesterday I had a lot of putts on the back 9 and a few bad double on 3. But other than that, like I just got to keep tagging along and letting those birds flow naturally, just hitting good shots. That's just all it's going to take to win the golf tournament. It's just making a lot of birds.
So. And how quickly did any disappointment you had from the state am go away and you got back on the bike pretty quick?
I mean, at the end of the day, I really wanted to win the state am, but I wasn't exactly disappointed with it. I know I played a lot of good golf that week. Obviously not the best last day, but I mean, what can you do? So I guess that's just good to have that in the past, knowing that I can turn that around if that does happen again tomorrow. So I'm confident going forward, but at the end of the day, I just got to keep having fun. That's where it all comes down to, honestly, for me. once I start getting like too serious about the scores and about winning and about thinking about hitting the perfect shots on every single hole, that's just when it kind of starts falling apart. And because I set high expectations of myself, so when I just try to focus on like having a good time, and it's been helping my attitude when I hit bad shots. So that's what's, I mean, right there. I mean, if this was like last year or 2 years ago, after I made that double on the last hole, after that roll, I probably would have been really pissed off, and I probably would have parred or bogeyed the last hole. But I've changed a lot from then, so I knew I could do something good on this hole. So it was a good day overall.